Huge EastEnders exits and 4 major returns, with one extremely sinister comeback this spring. 1. Nish is back, with a bombshell. We last saw him slink away into the night after being unceremoniously, and deservedly, thrown onto the street by his family, but Nish Panesar is about to resurface. With the Keanu murder secret seemingly put to bed after Dean Wick's incarceration, Suki is hopeful that she can focus on building her future with Eve Unwin. But the unwelcome comeback will throw her life into chaos once more, especially when Nish drops the biggest bombshell they could imagine, and one that they didn't see coming. 2. Goodbye Whitney amid a big secret. She has a baby on the way and a wedding round the corner, so theoretically the ingredients are there for some long-deserved joy. But that bubbling secret being held by Zach Hudson and Lauren Branning is waiting to explode and destroy everything. Bianca Jackson also knows what they have done and is facing a dilemma over whether to put Whit in the picture before she seals the deal on her big day. Lauren is also full of guilt over what she has done to her best mate, and seems on the brink of cracking with a confession too. As a Sten night gets underway, Whitney will find her waters breaking and, as she goes into labor, things don't go smoothly. Having been very anxious about her pregnancy given what happened to Peach, will Whitney welcome a healthy baby? And, beyond that, will she and Zach say I do, or will the cheating scandal finally come to light and change everything? Whatever happens, it is leading to an exit for her just around the corner, but the exact circumstances remain to be seen. 3. Double Slater comeback. Bobby Brazier has had a whirlwind of a time since taking a break from Walford. After a successful stint on Strictly, he was then inundated with plenty of offers and a variety of jobs. Now, Freddie is coming home to Walford, delighting fans. We have missed his cheeky vibes and, even more excitingly, he is back with Big Mo in tow. Since terrified Freddie left the square to escape police attention following his attack on stalker Theo, he has been staying with Mo in her caravan. 4. Beware. 6. It's not over yet. They thought that framing Dean and having him landed in prison would finally be the end of it, but the truth of Keanu's death is going to come back and haunt the 6 women once more, 2 in particular. Satisfied that they have Dean banged to rights, everyone is now trying to just move on with their lives, but they're in for a rude awakening. Fresh questions are going to crop up needing urgent answers, and it will send a chill down their spines as they realize it's all far from over. Finding themselves in the spotlight, it's particularly bad news for Linda Carter and Sharon Watts. 5. By George, there's another night shock on the way. Since discovering the truth about his real dad's murder at the hands of adopted father, Eddie, George Knight's life has been in freefall. He has struggled to come to terms with it all, but eventually took the brave step of testifying against Eddie, before then tragically losing his mum Gloria. One thing that might bring hope is a reunion with his son Junior, with Emmerdale's Micah Balfour cast in the role. Junior arrives in Walford following an unlikely meet with his dad and is quickly thrust into the heart of the drama. However, it will soon become apparent to viewers that there is more to Junior than meets the eye. Keeping his cards very close to his chest, does Junior have an ulterior motive, or will the reunion be what George needs to move past his recent ordeals? Elsewhere, there is also the matter of the spark with Cindy that refuses to go away. Elaine now knows about what happened between them recently, meaning that her relationship with the Vic landlord is heading for potentially choppy waters. Ian remains obliviously in the dark, but will it stay that way? And can George and Cindy resist each other? 6. Will Yolande find justice? We are still recovering from the masterful piece of television that saw iconic couple Yolande and Patrick Truman navigating the aftermath of her sexual assault at the hands of Pastor Clayton. Yolande made the decision not to involve the police but has bravely reported Clayton to church officials. The vile attacker has targeted many women before and has the most sinister forms, so there has evidently been some covering up done in the past. So what does this mean for Yolande? Will she and the other women find justice? Or will Clayton find a way to get out of paying for his crimes? 7. Fresh struggles for Denzel. Denzel remains in the grips of a steroid addiction as he continues to obsessively rely on them, as well as spending growing time with an influencer who is doing the opposite of helping this situation. In coming scenes, Amy will decide that she is ready to take the next step in their relationship and have sex, but things don't go well, with the effects of the steroids leaving Denzel unable to. And things get even more complex when Nugget both makes a pass at a stunned Amy and then seeks to use steroids himself. With Amy in despair over Denzel's behavior, and his addiction worsening, things will get very messy and turbulent for the teens. 8. More hellos and goodbyes. The year will also see some other changes too, with Karen Taylor tipped to make another temporary return to Walford, most likely connected to Keanu's death. We haven't seen her since the body was found, so what headspace will we see her in, and will she uncover some unsavory truths? And with Clay Milner Russell set to depart his role, speculation is now rife on how Bobby Beale's story will end. He is not thought to be being killed off, and fans are hoping that, like they are with Whitney, he might get the happy ending he deserves.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của OK Spoiler. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.